Lasher's out there hunting Mayfair women.
What have you done?
I'm gonna take care of it. Of him.
So much you don't know.
I'm very excited. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We started in last January, so it's like I'm excited for Reese.
Last January?
Right?
Alyssa is an amazing addition to the cast, by the way. This woman is beautiful and lovely as Moira, so I think everybody should tune in just to see her. Forget about the rest of us. I'm sorry, Tiny Idiot. She's
What are you?
She's a beautiful actress as well.
She's also a terrifying, powerful witch.
She's derived off of Mona from the books. There's some stuff with Mona that would be challenging to put on television, I think. But yeah, she's a complete opposite of most people in the Mayfair family, kind of in every way. So she definitely brings an antagonistic force to Rowan that she maybe needs. And so they kind of get to battle it out a little bit. She's Taz's sister, and, you know, that's a huge loss to experience. So somebody needs to pay and figure out who. She wanted to get as far away from the Mayfair family as possible, which somebody should have that opinion because these people are doing insane things. Yeah, so I think she was in Barcelona, right? She was in, which is a great place to get away from your witch family. So that's where she was, and now she's got to come back for sad purposes. Somebody needs to discipline him.
Yeah, seems like she has some unhappy memories there, but
Yeah,
what about your memories? Because had they been wiped after the end of season 1? Where does Sid leave off at the beginning of
I don't know. God damn you. I don't know. Well, all I know is that Sip is going on the drain. Because, last episode of season 1, Rowan walks off, and now he's left to contemplate what his life is all about. Can he trust the Talamasca? Can he trust his own feelings and instincts? And I think he's on a journey of self-discovery for the first time. He's making decisions independent of the Talamasca, So it's to be interesting to see where he ends up. I think right now his main focus is to finish the assignment. So I don't know if feelings are his top priority right now, because I think he's very distrusting of everyone around him. And it's going to take a while for him to kind of get his bearings and see who's actually in his corner or not.
Yeah, there's not a lot we can tease about that, right? I mean, I
I
think
got nothing.
He's back, and he's human, or at least seems to be human, and he's terrifying.
I think he does come out. Yeah, he gets out of the stone situation. He has a kind of mid to late life crisis in season 2. That's kind of all I can say about it, other than that there are a lot of surprises with Cortland. I can't really say other than that he has a kind of mid to late life crisis.
And also he has a
Rebirth of Lasher is the whole of the story of the second book, and we're definitely drawing on that. And in the books, he grows really quickly in a matter of minutes, and we've drawn it out a little bit so that I'm spoiling things, but at the end of the first season, we arrive at an adult Lasher. Jack Houston emerges into our story and is there for the rest of the season. So we're following that and really the events of that book. There are a few set pieces that are straight out of book 2. There's a wonderful sequence on the beach with one of the Mayfair women that we, really wanted to honor, and that's a big part of the second episode. And there's so much in the second book. Julian is a huge character. Cortland's father is a huge character in the second book, and he tells a long section about his life, and we used a great deal of that. Lasher tells his story in the second book, and from his previous life, and there are parts of that we drew from. So like, as usual with Anne Rice, there's an abundance of riches there. And then, we used what we could to make it. We only had 8 episodes, so there was a lot to draw from. The way I thought about the second season was that this is really the season where Rowan truly decides she's a witch and leans into all that that means and is asking herself how much of the dark power of a witch she should use. She has the power to heal, which is really, really tantalizing as a doctor, but she also has all kinds of destructive powers. And the second season is about that balance. And a character played by Ben Feldman, who's in the book, a character called Lark, comes back and helps us kind of tease out that question. He's from her past. She knew him in school, and that question of, is Rowan more human or is she more of a witch, gets played out in their relationship.
The first season was an introduction, not just to us as an audience, to this world, but to Rowan, to who she is, to a family, to these traits that she had no idea she had and how to act on them. And I think the second season for me is about determinism. To what degree can you break what has already been foretold for your family, who you are, what can you get out of? And that's the struggle that Rowan has within herself. Am I what this family is, and who am I bound to follow these paths, or can I be my own woman and somehow, as Esther said, make the most of all of these different impulses she has?
I mean, Rowan has all of the powers that Lasher had before, and so that's really exciting part of the season. He can control the weather and fire and all of these elements. There's the healing power and so on. And then each of our Mayfairs has a power. Moira, I'll let you speak to Moira.
I can read minds, but that's, I think in Moira's case, is challenging to her, and as it would be challenging to anybody to be constantly hearing the cacophony of what people are thinking. So it's a double-edged sword.
Is it something she can tune in and out of, or is it a constant stream?
In my mind, it was a consistent sort of thing that maybe you can focus on or not, but if she's really trying to tune out, she can put on headphones, hence the headphones I have for a little bit.
He's still learning, I feel. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's still learning. Like I always said, I think the gloves represent him being afraid to tap into what he could potentially be, or the unknown. And I don't think he's quite ready for that. That's in my understanding. So I think one day we'll see more of that, what that actually means, when Cip can finally embrace everything that he is. Because I think right now he's tailgated to meet Telemaster standards, so that's where I'm leaning. Like, there's more to him than we've met so far.